Hey everyone, welcome to Old Iron Garage. Thank you for tuning in. So this is just going to be a super short video. I bought a muffler on Amazon for my Boland's G10 garden tractor because it doesn't have one. And here in a couple weeks I decided I'm going to try to get my tractors, whichever ones I can get up and going, to a tractor show, an antique tractor show not far from here. And so I'm trying to see if I can get this thing around in time to go. Needs a muffler. It'd just be too loud to take without a muffler. That 10 horse Briggs really barks with it being straight pipe. So I went on Amazon and I searched, cheap garden tractor mufflers just to see what I could find, and I found one that's kind of the same style as the original muffler. Well, and it was just under 30 bucks before tax, so I ordered it. Comes with a really nice exhaust clamp, which I'll show you here in a little bit. But so I tried it out, and it is actually quieter than I thought it would be. It's a welded together one. It's not like a crimped together muffler. And me being a professional welder for a living, I'll say the welds, they're not the nicest looking, but if you're just looking for a cheap, quiet muffler for a small engine, garden tractor, whatever, I honestly have no complaints about it for what I paid for it. And it looks the same as the original style muffler that would have gone on this, but it's a bit smaller diameter. So I can't really put my stock heat shield that I have. I have an original heat shield that would go on one of these on a shelf back in the corner of the garage, but it's too small. This muffler's too small for that heat shield. That's fine. I will rig up something else as a heat shield if I need to. But anyways, so let me show you this muffler and the exhaust clamp that came with it. And we will do a comparison with and without the muffler. So here's the muffler. I already had it on the tractor. That's how I know it's nice and quiet. I had it sitting on the ground because it's warm. That's why I got a glove on. It's a little bit more than warm. But as you can see, just like a lot of the 70s G and H Boland's tube frame tractors where the muffler's on the right side and goes forward, it's got a angle cut tube coming out of it. It's a tube style. It's already got the correct diameter inlet. As you can see, not the nicest looking welds, but for what I paid for it, about 30 bucks, I'm not gonna complain. If I can get it to focus. You can see some of them up here. I'm not gonna complain one bit about that. Looks like it'll hold together just fine. It does have this bracket, which I'll be cutting off. Don't need that for this application because this actually has, over here it is, an exhaust bracket, a muffler bracket, that black thing there, that will be holding this. So I don't need that bracket. But as you can see, perfect fit. Clamp will tighten that up nicely. Let me show you the clamp. It has a nice steel band type. Let's try it again. Has a nice steel band type clamp, heavy duty, Tighten that bolt. It pulls the band together nice and tight. So it's a good style. It's a good style exhaust clamp it comes with. So let's fire this thing up. See what it sounds like before and after muffler. As you can see, she's kind of loud. Or as you can hear, I guess. That's way quieter. I don't know what it sounds like over video. Way quieter. And it does resemble the OEM style muffler, which I'm quite happy about. I can tell you this, I will be buying more of these inexpensive Amazon mufflers in the future. I don't know what the actual brand is, I just said Amazon muffler because that's where I got it from. But, so that little generator, that little Tecumseh powered Onan generator that you see over there, you've seen in a couple of my videos in the past, if you've been with the channel for a while. That thing's kind of loud. I don't like to modify vintage stuff, but I believe I will be setting that up with one of these mufflers because that thing is pretty loud. I'm going to do it in a manner that I can easily set it back to the original muffler though, because you know, I like vintage stuff to be as original as possible. But for practicality use, not too long ago I ran that generator. I'm thinking I was somewhere around 24 hours, only stopping to fuel it up and then fire it up again. And like I'd stop for, let it cool for like maybe 5 minutes, fuel it up, and then fire it up again. Because I didn't want to be without power long. And the thing did great, but I had to have it in my garage with my garage doors cracked to get some fresh air through. And so that, and then, but you know, the overhead door is mostly shut. I just shoved one of those tires laying on its side, wheels and tires, underneath it to get some fresh air in the garage. And the side door was cracked or open. But I did that to deaden the sound of it, because I mean, I am within city limit, you know, I'm on the edge of town, but so I will be buying more of these mufflers in the future for sure. For this tractor, well, I guess I already have one for this tractor, for that generator over there, really for anything that I just want a fairly quiet muffler for, but still a nice sound. Alright, so this video's already run on longer than I intended. I can ramble on when it comes to small engines, garden tractors, all that stuff. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps someone out that's looking for one of these, or looking for a cheap, relatively quiet muffler option. I will, I know that listings on Amazon can change, so I'm not going to bother posting a link to it, but I will post a screenshot, or a couple screenshots maybe, of the muffler at the end of this video, so that you can see what I got and maybe find the same thing or something real similar. Alright, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. One last thing real quick. So after I got in the house and I reviewed the muffler test portion of the video, I was worried that on video you wouldn't really be able to hear how much of a difference it really made. And I was correct. So I just want to let you know that unfortunately through video, I don't really have a good way to let you guys hear how much of a difference it really made. In person, without the muffler, it was much louder than what it sounded like in the video. Much louder. It was like less than a foot of pipe, 2 slight bends coming out of the motor, so pretty loud. And with the muffler, I would say it was noticeably quieter than what it sounded like in the video. It'll probably be a little bit quieter yet once I actually get it clamped. So I just wanted to throw that out there. So if any of you are looking for a pretty quiet muffler at a cheap price, I highly recommend this one. If you don't care if it looks like it's high quality or not, you know, the welds, they look okay. They look like cheap Chinese welds, but as a professional welder, I would say that they look, you know, like they're going to hold. They're just not super pretty. So anyways, yep, that's it. Thanks for tuning in, and have a good one. Bye.